Hi, my name is Fred McNaughton.
Stacey Gagne.
Christy Lee.
I'm Allie Wood. I'm Jen Paulus.
John Scher.
Mindy Lynn.
I'm John Stafiri.
Caitlin Jumper.
I'm Kaylin Mills.
This is Liam Crane.
I'm Lisa Landis.
Michaela.
Mike V.
Karina Bruno.
Happy Holly.
And this
is the WJTL Autocomplete Interview.
Am I looking at this?
So I'm saying, what does Fred McNaughton, and then peeling it, and then finishing it.
Fred McNaughton.
Okay, got it.
What does Lisa Landis do at WJTL? I host the afternoon drive. I talk on the radio, give the time and the temp, and tell you what songs are playing. And I also host a show Saturday mornings called The Kids Cookie Break, 9 until noon.
I am an on-air DJ, but my favorite role here at WJTL is being the theater kid, the class clown, truly the class clown. Personality hire is my favorite title here at WJTL, but no, I'm on the morning show, I fill in, and I bully Liam.
I am the social media coordinator here at WJTL. Anything you see on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, that is all going through me. I'm also a DJ. I do the morning show primarily Mondays through Wednesdays. I fill in for other shifts throughout the day and, of course, on weekends as well. I'm also the host of the 2K Rewind. That plays on Fridays from 9 to 10 p.m.
In addition to doing the morning show, and getting up early in the morning and talking on the radio to all the listeners of WJTL, I'm also the station manager, which means I'm in charge of everything that's happening over the air at WJTL. And last but not least, the president, which means other people do all the work and I get all the credit or the blame.
I'm the vice president of operations, and I do a lot of different things. I help keep our team united. I work with donors. I sometimes am on the air helping with local news, going out to events.
I talk on the radio, so I'm a DJ, and I'm the music director. So I also review all the music, make all the ads, am in touch with the industry and the artists, and hopefully help the songs to connect to the listeners.
All right. Is Mike V involved in filmmaking? I ripped the G off. Yes, I am actually. I am part owner and managing partner of Cavid Studios. We do Christian-based films.
How did John Scher start his career in radio? In high school, I went to Votech for computers. I was going to get into data processing. Votech did prepare me for my profession, but it's actually not through my classroom experience. It was more on the bus ride. I would listen to the radio and I would hear how DJs, set up songs and how they did their radio shows, and it fascinated me. God, in his providence, took a relatively open field and turned it into a closed field for me, and he took a relatively closed field and opened it up to me.
How did John Stafiri start some sort of rock show? We did a listener survey, and the question was asked, does WJTL need a rock show? And there was definitely an unserved community in need of some louder music, and so that was the very beginning. That was 2013 when we launched the show.
What does Karina Bruno do at WJTL? Well, I am a DJ for the morning show some days. I do some days with Liam, some days I'm with Fred and Kaylin, and it's a blast. I love being on in the mornings, do coverage for whoever needs it. Really, it's just coming on, doing the on-air shift, hanging out with all of you listeners, and I also help out with social media wherever needed.
On air, I am WJTL's official archivist, bringing you music from the 90s back through the 70s, and if I get lost, sometimes from the 60s.
What is Lisa Landis's favorite KCB song? I have to pick a favorite. Well, if I do think of a favorite, probably Fred's Coffee song.
Tractor, tractor, and this one could be debatable. You either like it or you hate it. Lime jello, marshmallow, cottage cheese surprise. I know there's some people that really like it and some people that just hear it too much.
All right, what does Allie Wood Do at WJTL. So I am the host for your Thursday evening request shows and then your Friday night right before the 2K Rewind, winding you down from your week and getting you ready for your weekend.
I talk on the radio. I bring you all the weather and the news and play the great tunes because we're a Christ community and music. I started on the Get Up and Go show, which was what used to be the morning show with Fred and Mindy, and that was 23 years ago.
Happy Holly fills in for any position DJ that is needing time off or is sick or, yeah, pretty much anything.
Does Fred McNaughton play any instruments? It depends who you ask. I can play a lot of instruments, none of them well.
I play the piano, so I actually grew up playing the piano. I studied piano in college. I had the light bulb moment that I was probably going to get a job as a piano teacher. And if any of my piano teachers are watching, you know that was not a career field that was going to work out for me. I was faking reading music the whole time anyway, playing by ear. I also have played the flute, the saxophone, and I like to fiddle around with almost every other instrument except the fiddle.
Is Caitlin Jumper big into sports? Okay, that's I guess big should be bolded and highlighted and underscored because yes, huge into sports. Our family is big Philadelphia sports fans. We follow the Eagles, we follow the Flyers, we follow the Phillies, and we live and breathe sports in our household. So that's pretty much our identity at this point. Full-time during the day as a sales and marketing leader for a display company in the baseball card industry. Did Michaela Muchler create her own radio station? How do you guys know? Yeah, so I grew up listening to JTL and I pretended that I worked there when I was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I meant business. I had a website, an email. Oh, the inspiration was definitely the DJs I heard at the time. Christy, Lisa, definitely all the years listening to KCB. I was able to be a guest DJ on Kids Cookie Break a couple times with Lisa. There's pictures somewhere of that. And so getting to go into the station at such a young age was a really cool opportunity. And I just knew that that's something I wanted to do.
Does Karina Bruno have a podcast? Karina Bruno had a podcast when she was in college, and it's something I would love to keep pursuing. Obviously, I love to be behind the microphone working here, and podcasting is very different. It requires a lot more. I mean, you have to speak for an hour straight rather than speaking kind of in segments in between music. And I loved it. I had a podcast called The Introvert City, who I co-hosted it with my husband, and it was just a creative outlet for the both of us. It was so much fun. We had to really have discipline to record every week and edit and upload and everything. So it's been kind of on pause. Not sure if that will get picked up again. But yeah, it was something I did for a few years.
Is Kaylin Mills an actress? Well, yes. Like I said, I came here for theater school, and I love performing. I love singing. I have been performing since literally I was able to clap. My mom used to joke that when I was a toddler, I was able to clap perfectly on beat at my brother's choir concerts and things like that. I don't know if it's very true or not, but I have always been singing, and I love singing, dancing, acting. All of my friends are theater people. I'm in lots of shows in the area, Servant Stage, Prima Theater, Gretna Theater. I love everything, and I just got finished with my most recent one, and it's one of the best parts of my life.
How did Mindy Lynn get into theater? Well, that is a good question. I did theater in high school, and then upon graduating at 17, I went to a local dinner theater, auditioned, got a role, and it's been going that way ever since. I got the bug, and now I even get to direct people too, and I sometimes do TV commercials.
Good stories of when you were in commercials or doing voiceovers or anything
Oh,
like that?
commercials. So I did a commercial for a local insurance company, and I had 2 gals who were supposedly my daughters. They did not behave well, and the very next day, I did not have work because they weren't invited back.
Is Fred McNaughton's favorite memory at WJTL? It has to be the day Liam Crane came in and was intern Liam. Wait, I should probably do that again. I don't know.
I think of going to the Creation Festival, and it was so adventurous to be on site and to broadcast from the Creation Festival. Made some great connections with artists. Small Town Poets came into the studio one time, and they just broke out live with their new song, If You'll Let Me Love You. Felt like I got an opportunity to have a front row seat to their debut of that particular song.
One of my favorite memories of working here would have been the very first episode of Some Sort of Rock Show. And I stepped into the studio with almost no idea what I was doing. I remember thinking it wasn't going to take long at all, and it did. A long time. And the fun thing is I still have that episode recorded, and every once in a while when I'm feeling nostalgic, I'll pull it out and give it a listen, and sometimes insert little portions of the show into current shows.
Okay, I got a great Tim Landis story. Okay, pretend I did that again. What is Fred McGowan's favorite memory at WJTL? So in or about 1985, I had the idea that we could get all the local bands in the area to record songs and put them all together on an album so that we could play them on WJTL. And I really loved that we supported local music. And at the time, we had a lot of great bands: Damascus, Eric Scouten Band, Club J, Ocean Blue, The Innocence Mission. And Tim Landis, at the time, was the local concert promoter, did the Creation Festival, was not yet the president of WJTL. And he came over to the station and he sat in the studio while I was on the air. He said, "What's going on?" I pitched my idea to him. I said, "Tim, I think it'd be really fun." He goes, "Yeah, let's do it." That's all it took. And he and I co-produced the album called Preliminary Hearing. We did all the pictures. We got all the bands to record. We put out, back then, the vinyl and the cassette. And it was so much fun to do that project together and to have it benefit all the local bands and to have it benefit WJTL and our listeners getting to hear some of these bands for the very first time. Because you have to remember, at the time, there was no YouTube, there was no Spotify. The only way you heard these bands were live. And so this was the first many of them got to record and got to be played on WJTL.